Imagine living in a time where your very belief in God could cost you your life, where simply gathering in secret to worship could lead to imprisonment, torture, or even death. This was the reality for the early Christian men, women, and children whose faith was put to the ultimate test. Yet, from the ashes of persecution, Christianity would spread and rise across the world, carried by the unshakable resolve of those who refused to deny their faith. Today, we're going to talk about the persecution of the early Christians, why they were targeted, who was responsible for this persecution, and how their story can inspire us to stand strong in our beliefs even when we face opposition in our own lives. The first question we must ask is, why were the early Christians persecuted? What made their fate so threatening to the Roman Empire and society? There were several reasons, and they came from the very nature of Christianity. The early Christians refused to worship the Roman god or the emperor, who was considered divine. This refusal wasn't just an act of devotion, it was seen as an open rejection of Roman tradition and authority. To the Romans, loyalty to the state and its god was essential for the peace and prosperity of the empire. So when Christians declared their allegiance to one God and one Lord, who is Jesus Christ, they were viewed as rebels. Their refusal to participate in rituals and festivals only deepened the divide. This made Christians appear not only as outsiders, but as those who were actively rejecting the social order. They were blamed for disasters, plagues, and even for the Great Fire that happened in Rome in 64 AD under Emperor Nero. And yet, much of this persecution was made by misunderstanding. Christians were also accused of cannibalism, cause of a misinterpretation of the Eucharist, where they spoke of taking in the body and blood of Christ. These fake rumors spread fear and hatred. But who were the people responsible for persecuting these Christians? At the highest level, Roman emperors like Nero blamed Christians to avoid taking responsibility for their own problems. Nero's persecution was especially brutal. He had Christians burned alive to light his parties, thrown to wild animals, and crucified. Other emperors like Decius and Diocletian issued orders demanding Christians had to give up their faith or face being executed. However, persecution didn't always come from the highest level. Local governors, worried about unrest or wanting to show loyalty to Rome, also took part. In some cases, mobs fueled by suspicion and understanding attacked Christians or drove them into hiding. Even within the Jewish community where Christianity began, some religious leaders saw early Christians as a threat that needed to be stopped. This is shown in the New Testament with people like Saul, who attacked Christians before he dramatically changed and became the Apostle Paul. Now you might be thinking, I don't live under Roman rule. I'm not facing lions in an arena, so how does this story apply to me? The truth is, while we may not face physical persecution like the early Christians, many of us still face opposition, criticism, or even ridicule for standing up for what we believe in. At home, at school, or in communities, being firm in our beliefs can sometimes make us feel like we're standing alone. Maybe it's your faith, your values, or something you hold deeply in your heart. People might mock you, challenge you, or pressure you to conform. So, how do you deal with this kind of persecution? How do you remain strong when the world around you seems intent on tearing down what you believe in? First, we need to remember the lesson of the early Christians. Their strength wasn't just what they said, but in how they lived. They responded to hatred with love, to fear with faith, and to violence with peace. This is how we can stand firm today by remaining true to our values even when it's difficult. Second, it's important to, to communicate with respect and understanding. Just because someone disagrees with you doesn't mean they're your enemy. Engaging others with patience and kindness while explaining why you believe what you believe can often open the door to meaningful dialogue. And finally, seek support from those who share your beliefs. Surround yourself with community of faith, friends, or family members who encourage you when you feel isolated or discouraged. Remember, you're not alone in your journey, just as the early Christians weren't alone even in your darkest moments. The story of the early Christian is one of the most unimaginable struggle, but also of extraordinary faith. Their courage in the face of persecution allowed Christianity to flourish, shaping the world as we know it today. And while we may not face the same trials, their legacy reminds us that standing firm in our beliefs, whatever those may be, is worth every challenge we encounter. Thank you for watching, and may you find strength in your own journey wherever it may lead. Thank you, and God bless.